Hello YouTube, Camodo Gaming here, bringing you guys another episode of Scrap Mechanic in the Town. Now today is going to be a relatively short episode. I've had a really hectic weekend with family, with real life work, New Year's, it's been just crazy. But anyways guys, today we are revisiting the train system that we did, it's been about 2 or 3 episodes ago. Sam H. Dev has a really cool train system that we used in the town. He's got a really cool track and train. They go together, they don't lag that much, so we used it. Now, I built my own train, and I had a station from the last episode, and you guys really wanted to see it actually work like a real station. So we've accomplished that here today. The train actually comes in, unloads, and drives off. You do not have to mess with the train at all. The only thing you gotta do is hit a button and let it go. So anyways, we're gonna look at that. So if you guys have any ideas for future builds for the town, comment below. I'm open to pretty much anything for the town. I've got a couple things in mind, and I'll probably run that by you guys later in this episode. But yeah, if you are enjoying Scrap Mechanic, be sure to leave this video a thumbs up. It helps out my channel a whole lot, and let's jump right into this. Now, if you watched the train episode, probably one of the first things you're noticing is the station looks a bit different. It is a different color. We do have a name. Now, you guys voted on this. It is the CTS. That is the Camodo train system. Now, I said I didn't want to name really much after me, but the whole fact that this is an acronym, it makes a little bit more sense. It's just not called like Camodo train. So I really like the CTS. I actually made the emblem and all that. It looks very similar to Dart. If you look up Dart Dallas, they have a bunch of, it's a whole system of trains and all that. And this is actually fairly similar to their logo. It's got the little arrow on the side and the blue lettering. So it looks really good. Now, as far as the station itself, a couple things have changed, and it's mainly the functionality. The train now can pull into the station, stop, open its doors, it's got a timer, and then it'll take off. So you can keep this thing running, and it will make stops at stations. So let's hop up in here. Still got the same way to get in, just walk in here, show them your pass. You can see the logo, I pasted it on the back here. As far as the station, I did get rid of the seating in here. It looked a little funky with the chairs, like the actual seats that the game has, so I added some benches in here. I've got a new soda machine. This actually isn't a new one. I think this was the soda machine Scrub Master made for the theme park, I believe. So yeah, it's just adds a little bit to it in here. But as far as the system, this is what I really wanted to show you guys. We've got a system down here. So you see the sensor. The train's gonna pull in, and you can leave the train running. It's gonna pull in, it's gonna hit this sensor, and down here, let me go ahead and show you the spider web here. It's gonna trip this over here. Now, Mr. Non-Newtonian had set up some logic. He's basically my go-to logic guy. I'm not the best with logic. I do know a couple things, but definitely I want to thank him for helping set this up. Now, this has a timer on it, so this is gonna pop up out of the track. It's like a little arm, and the train that I built has a sensor on the front of it. So when it hits that, the train stops, the doors open, and it sets a 30-second timer here. And then once the timer's up, the little arm will go down, and the train will take off. And it can do it. You can have multiple stations set up, so that's really awesome that does that. Now, one more thing that I did, I went ahead, and you guys were talking about a train yard. And I don't have a full one. I might build one somewhere else. But I do have a way now to bypass the station. Say you have 2 trains. Say you want to keep one parked over here. There is a track switcher here. You can see it here. Just hit that. And this will divert, and this will go past the station. It meets up with the track probably... Actually, you can somewhat see it there. The train station goes straight and takes a left. And that's where this part of the track meets up too. So if you want to skip the train station altogether, you can set that controller there. And then there's another one down the track that you would need to set also. So anyways, let's go ahead and check out the train. Okay, so here's the train. Now, I'm not getting really any different FPS than I was with the other train that Sam H. Dev had. This one looks fairly similar. I figured out he designed his train for a reason. I tried 4 cars, and the game didn't agree with it at all. It cut my frames down to, I think, right around 10 or 15, and it was pretty bad. So we went ahead and just went with the 3-cart design. Now, it does have this double door system, which I really like. Let me go ahead and get it off the lift here. And they open up. That looks really cool. I added some, he had a bunch of suspension pieces all up and down here. I still have somewhat of the same system, so when it turns, it gets that little bit of a compression. and it keeps it fairly stable. But I added this little ring around here, so it makes it look, I think it makes it look pretty good as you go in between carts. You can hardly tell, like you have to really look down to see outside of it now, so that looks good. We use the same seat system that he had because it's a pretty tight little area here, and I wanted it to be usable like his, so you can actually sit in the seats. So you've got that, you got the railing up here at the top, you got the lights. But overall, I'm really happy with the way it came out. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, why'd you go with these colors? Your channel colors are red and gray or red and black, but this is the exact colors that the darts use in Dallas, and I'll probably flash a picture up on it. I tried to initially make the train itself look like one, but with the way how the actual cars on that train are kind of different in size, it was pretty difficult to do. So you've got this cart here. It does have windshield wipers. It's got a bit of a curve at the top. It's also got like, I don't know what they call it. I think that's where like the air conditioners and stuff set are up on top. So it kind of makes it look a little bit like a trolley. So you've got that. The middle cart's pretty standard. And then the back cart is really just the front car reversed. It's got the slanted piece here in the back. And you've got, I think they call these just tail lights. I remember last episode, somebody got on me because I called them brake lights for whatever reason. So yeah, that's all set up. You could always try to add more trains to it. You can just use one of these middle cars, but I doubt it's going to run good, to be honest with you, which is kind of a shame. There's a couple things with the new engine that I'm actually, I don't know, I'm not quite as impressed with. I'm kind of waiting to see what they do performance-wise, because there's a couple things that I thought we would be able to accomplish that we can't. So let's go ahead and set this train on the tracks here. Now you want to set this off-centered by 1, about like that. And that should drop them right into the slots here. It uses the same slot system as Sam H. Dev's. Like I said, it's his track, and his track's actually pretty wonderful. So okay, you've got it set up here. And by the way, if you're asking what that is, I am starting a bridge. I need to really make a little bridge on this gap here because it looks terrible. I didn't realize I was going to run the road into a big cliff and a big rock, so anyways, let's go ahead and climb up in here and we'll drive into the station. Alright, so we're ready to go here in the train. Now what you want to do, you can control this 2 ways. You can just hit the switch and it's going to take off, stop at the station, or if you wanted to manually set down and play with the switches, you can. Say if you want to play Mr. Train Operator. But what you can do here, like I said, the first switch is going to turn on the train, it's going to close the doors. The second switch is like a secondary door opening and closing. So say if you want to do some James Bond stuff and hop out of the train while it's moving, you can do that. 3 is your windshield wipers, and this button up here is, you can somewhat hear it, it's your horn. So yeah, you're ready to go here, call out to your passengers. We're going to pass over that sensor. Okay, I had to check the lights up there. You can see on those logic gate lights, if it's the 3 up and down, that means the track's aiming forward. If it's the 2 to the left, that means it's slanted over. So anyways, let's go ahead and hit this. Take a little bit of a ride here. As you can see, we are approaching the station. And the sensor's probably tripped there. You can see the little arm is up. Well, you probably can't see it because of the windows. I get a little bit of lag in the station. It's just because of, I guess, the collisions. But once it opens up, it's good to go here. So yeah, the little arm's up. It's going to hold it for 30 seconds. You can see it's activated the sensor here. And you can unload, offload, load up, whatever you want to do here. Preferably, you want them to go into the back carts because the front cart is solely like a driving cart. That's the way it pretty much was on the Sam H. Dev train, but I kind of wanted to keep that. I really wish I could have added one more cart to this. It's kind of a shame, but Scrap Mechanic didn't agree with that, and oh, the doors are freaking out. Let me reset those real quick, and we'll get that taken care of. Alright, we should be good to go here. For some reason, the doors are not resetting the way they used to reset. Scrap Mechanic, for whatever reason, you can stick a block down, and it'll close them. It'll pop them shut, which I thought that was pretty well fixed, but it doesn't seem to be 100% there. But yeah, I'll tinker with that and see if I can figure out what's going on there. But I really just wanted to make this train system work with the station, so now we'll be able to put that up on the workshop for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy that. Do be sure to check out, like I said, Sam H. Dev for any track parts you might need for your towns, for your travel worlds. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and just stop right here. I don't want to wait. Now it only takes about 7.5 minutes to get around the loop because it's slightly faster than the last train, but it still takes a little too long for me to wait. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy the look of it. Today is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. I'm going to tell you why. I've had quite a bit of stuff going on at work recently, especially right around the New Year's, so I just knew I wanted to get this done and get the train thing kind of out of the way. Now, I will be adding new loops to the town. I've got another one planned out, but I'm also going to be doing some other things for you guys. You guys seem to really dig the viewer creation episode with the diesels, so I think I might do some sort of truck stop thing coming up soon, and it might be a modular thing. When I say that, I'm going to build it on a different world and I can transfer it over, but it's going to make it a little bit easier for me to put that whole building on a workshop, because sometimes when I build directly onto the town map, I kind of forget and I start to build stuff into the ground, and then by the time I'm through with it, I can't pull it up and put it on the workshop for you guys. So we're going to do some modular builds next for the town. So if you have any suggestions for town builds, comment below. But anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. Even though it was a little bit of a shorter episode, I kind of intended on that today. Your guys' support has been amazing recently. We will have some more scrap mechanic coming up and do some more viewer creations. I've got a special one coming up that is absolutely, it blew my mind. Like, this viewer creation is the biggest thing I have ever seen in a game. So we're going to have that coming up. I'm going to have my new town build, hopefully have some more My Summer Car, brick rigs, probably get another episode of City Skylines in for you guys. But anyways, hopefully you guys have a good day. Thank you for spending all this time with me. I'm pretty sure I thanked you guys for the whole New Year's thing, but I just want to say it again. Last year was amazing, and I'm hoping to continue that trend this year and make some amazing content for you guys. So, hope you have a good day, and we will see you guys next time on Scrap Mechanic. Thank you.